Alright, what's up everybody? Finally got a new Paladins patch and something that we did not expect at all. The servers actually went down for maintenance earlier today, and we actually got a new LTM and a bunch of other really cool stuff. So we actually did get like a PTS for some balance changes about 3 weeks ago, and they changed a few of the things, which we'll talk about, and they brought back a couple other things, and kind of it's the Emergence community patch, but what it really is like the season 6 like mid patch, like in the middle of the like a patch, I guess, because like this patch goes for like 3 months and we're about halfway through it so far. So I don't know. Well, if you guys like these types of videos, leave a like, subscribe, and share the video. I also do have a Twitter and I'm actually starting to stream on Twitch once in a while, so if you guys want to go follow me over there on both of those, links to both of those down in the description. I also may be streaming either later tonight or probably more than likely tomorrow night. I'll be streaming some Paladins over here on YouTube, so if you guys want to stop by and check out everything, including Payload on the Switch. Spoiler before we get into that. Payload on the Switch, I'll be playing that on stream. I never thought I'd be saying that. We'll see how it goes. And we'll see if they made the game better on the Switch, because there's people that, at least other Switch players that I haven't played yet, but like other people that are actually Switch players saying that they actually fixed some of the crashing issues and it's a lot better. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But we'll find that out tomorrow on stream, along with all the other balance changes and that type of thing. So let's get right into this. We got some patch notes. I don't want to sit here for too long because I don't want to make this video incredibly long because there's not much here, but I'm going to kind of skim through this for you guys, so either you guys can look at the patch notes yourself or kind of just follow along. Not going to be too much on screen. I'll throw probably some gameplay up or something, but Rise of Furia is coming back. If you guys know what this is, this was actually like an event back, I think, 2018 when Furia got put into the game. It's going to be starting this weekend, and they made some improvements to it to like buff the ultimate charge or whatever. We've made a modern iteration, pick any champion, including champions released after Furia, as well as equipping loadouts, which I guess wasn't even a thing before. I don't know, because I never played it. That's like when I was first getting into the game, was around when Furia got released, and I never did play it, so I don't think I'll even play the LTM, but it's there for you guys that actually like playing the LTMs and that type of thing, so by all means, if you guys want to play that, it should be starting this weekend. Long road to Payload. As many of you know, we've unfortunately had to disable 2 or 3 Payload maps as soon as the Emergence patch launched due to issues involving crashes. After some investigation, we discovered the issue, which involved overly intensive background landscapes from the past of yesteryear or whatever. We've solved these issues, so starting today, Payload will once again have all 3 maps and will be available on the Nintendo Switch. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, everybody. You know, it really pays, I think. You know, you guys, like, people tell me I do nothing but bitch and complain and I'm overly negative about everything. But I guess it paid making a 20-minute rant video about Switch players not getting Payload for the Season 6 launch, because we finally got it. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome, other Switch players. Ain't nobody gonna say that type of shit anywhere else. You're welcome. I'm pretty sure I'm one of the people that was lobbying for it the most. I really am. Out of all the people that were actually playing on the Switch. A splash of fun to end the game. They're bringing, what is it, I don't know, end screens. Pretty much all the old champion, like, loadout art, or like I don't know, it was like, pre-game, like, art for all the champions. They're making it so you can buy it with gold or crystals. Why crystals? I don't know. If you do not buy these loading screens with crystals, you are wasting your crystals. They are not worth crystals. I don't know how much gold they are, but I guess you can buy the champion arts now for like end game loading screens. Whatever. I mean, I'll probably buy Maves, and then that'll be the only one I have. Unless you can equip multiple of them at the same time, or like randomize it to where you can like pick like a certain number of them, and then it'll like cycle between loadout or like loading pictures at the end of a game. Or you can just only equip one, which I'm assuming you can probably just only equip one at a time. I'm probably not going to end up buying all of them, but they're there if you guys want to buy them. They finally brought all the gold skins to the game, y'all. Eevee, Fernando, Khan, and Zayn all have gold skins now. Every single champion in the game up until now finally has gold skins. And they also reworked a Harlequin and Evil Devilry ROM skins. I don't know if they actually changed the skin itself to make it look good, because those skins, I think, were just overall entirely bad, no matter how much they rework and try to change those skins. Same with the voice pack. The voice pack is one of the worst, like, skin voice packs in the entire game. So unless they changed the voice pack entirely, which they probably never did, and they made, like, an entire overhaul of the entire skin, they aren't going to be much better. I haven't seen them in-game and what they exactly changed, but it's really difficult to change something when, like, the base of it and, like, it's bad to begin with. There's only so much you can do. I think they have to accept that the Gender Bender ROM skin was just an awful skin. I don't think they want to accept that, though. I feel bad for anybody that bought that Battle Pass, because that skin was a complete waste of money. Balance changes. I'm going to kind of zoom through these because not much has really changed. I'll talk about the stuff that did change, but, like, a lot of this is the same. If you guys missed my other video, I'll probably link it in this video, of talking about the PTS notes when the stuff was originally put into, like, a PTS about 2-3 weeks ago. You guys can check that out. I explain a lot of this stuff in more in depth. Azan, with a small buff to his Deliverance after his ult is done, you get a little bit more or less lockouts. You can attack faster after dropping down. Bulk got an extra ammo. It doesn't really do much. Cassie, they actually took away one of the changes here from the PTS, because Cassie actually had a base increase of speed to her, like, base crossbow, and that actually got removed here. So that's really bad. I don't know why they removed that. I really don't. But at the same time, I'm not going to complain too much because we're getting Cassie buffs, and I really like playing Cassie. She's fun to play. Cass Bane, I don't know what they changed for the PTS because I don't really play Cass Bane, nor do I really care, but those of you guys that actually play Cass Bane, compare these patch notes to what there was in the PTS. I don't know if they actually changed anything or if it's just a copy-paste from the PTS. Genos, the same thing as PTS. Nothing here has really changed. I think Genos is going to be incredibly good. I'm actually looking forward to actually playing him as well. I think he's going to be probably one of the best supports in the game, as just, like, pure healing and with really good survivability. You might actually see Genos, like, rising up and actually being one of, like, the best supports in the game. Mark my words. Cosme, the same thing as the PTS. They reworked Empowered Curse, whatever. Khan, all the same stuff from the PTS. Nothing's changed. Lilith, I think all this the same stuff from the PTS. The Swarm change might actually be added. I don't know if that was in the PTS, but everything else is the same. All justified. Like, I love Lilith, but man, she's by far, like, probably the best support in the game right now. She needs to be tuned back a little bit. Way too survivable, and her healing numbers are just way too good. And that's coming from somebody that usually does not like nerfing champions for no reason, especially, like, some of the favorite champions that I have. But it needs to be done. She's a little bit overpowered. They don't need to nerf her too much, but they need to tone her back a little bit. We actually got some Nyx changes, and these I don't think were actually in the PTS. Nyx is actually being changed. You guys can read this if you guys want. They have a little bit of an explanation on what they are trying to do. But they actually changed some stuff. Rift Slash reduce the time it takes to get to max strength. So if you're, like, holding down the button and actually charging it up, to get to, like, max distance and max strength, it takes less time to do that now. So you're standing there, less time doing nothing, and less downtime, which matters overall. Cards, Center of Combat. Now, don't get me wrong, is this the card that was missing because she was missing a loadout card for, like, last 2 months or however long she's been in the game? She's only had, like, 1 or, like, 4 loadout cards for, like, a certain part of her loadouts. Is this the one they're adding back? Maybe it is. I don't know because it wasn't working. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out, and I'll wait until I see that in game. Talons, Show of Force, remove the knockback. And now instead of being a knockback on Show of Force, it actually is a cripple, which is way better. I think this talent's going to be way better because the knockback was kind of useless, especially if people started stacking Resilience. It was pretty much a useless talent. Now having the cripple, though, it gives you a lot more value. Even with people stacking resilience, you're guaranteed getting value out of it. Subjugation, they reduce the root time on that talent, which is by far still probably her best talent, 100%. And then her actual like base weapon, they increase the damage per punch from 175 to 400 to 200 for like her first like 3 fast punches, and like her other 2 like heavy hits are 425 now. So she's getting a 25 damage increase for her first 3 of them, which is a 75 damage boost to her 3 fast punches and melees, and then another, what is it? I think it's what, 25, so like another 50 damage. So overall, she's getting an extra 125 damage, or like 125, 150 damage for her combos than she had before. I don't know, it's not really that much damage overall, especially because she's really buggy, and there's no really like bug fixes here for her at all. She still has really bad hit registration, and that is one of the main bugs she has. I don't know if that's a bug with the champion or with the servers, but some of the times you'll actually hit somebody and they'll take no damage half the time. When you're like aiming at them and you're like actually punching at them, they just don't take damage. Same thing with like shields. There are certain tanks in the game that you'll actually like be hitting them behind their shield, but the damage will go into their shield instead if they have their shield up. Stuff like Khan and Fernando. That's a huge bug as well, which is not fixed yet. So she has some major bugs that still need to be fixed. But I do think she is going to be a little bit better. I don't play her that much, though. I'm somebody that likes Ramatra. If I want to play a champion like her, I'll go play Ramatra in Overwatch, because I think he's a million times funner to play. 7, and she also has a new VFX for her autos. 7, all this stuff that was from the PTS got carried over. Good. Nerf 7 into the ground. He is one of the most annoying, brain-dead champions in the entire game. Now, if only we can get some Lex nerfs, then we'll be on the way to actually having balanced flanks. Sky, I don't know, I do not agree with these Sky changes. They put all the Sky changes from the PTS into the game and into the live patch. Sky is one of the most annoying champions to play against, especially on console already before these changes. I don't think Sky needed to be buffed at all. Her role in the game is to be like your mid-tier pub stomper. She was never going to be good at high tiers, especially for like your veteran tier players. That is just where her role is in the game, and you can't really change that, and it should not be changed at all. Now she's going to be like 10 times more annoying. I can't wait to have Sky going back into my ranked games being banned every game, because she just farms your like lower to mid tiers of ranked, which is the majority of your players at this point, because the player base is shrinking like a stone. Every single one of them, too. Like, every single change, I think, got carried over from the PTS. So I don't know how I feel about that. I think Sky's going to be busted. I really do. She's going to be so annoying. Not looking forward to playing against that. I really ain't. Anybody that says you should just buy Resilient, or not buy Illuminate, too, as well. Like, I can buy Illuminate, but my teammates sure don't buy it. She can go farm my entire team, but if she farms me, like, I can't kill her and be the one that constantly kills her. She don't have to go after me every time. If she just continues to farm your entire team, you'll still lose, even if you do buy Illuminate yourself. That's not the part of the problem. That is besides the point. Shaolin, every single change from the PTS got carried over. Good. Looking to see more Shaolin being played. He's still probably going to be pretty bad, though. Torval got nerfed, whatever. I don't agree with the nerfs. I really don't. I think he's only good in really high tiers of play. As the first patch and the first time he's been good in forever, I don't think he needs to be nerfed at all. Maybe they should start buffing some of the other tanks that aren't being played or are kind of bad to be buffed onto some of the other levels of the tanks right now. I don't think he needs to be nerfed. Neither here or there, though. I know there's some people that disagree with me on that. And then Willow got her Faith Flight buff, whatever. Willow's still going to be one of the worst characters in the game. Needs way more buffs and way more stuff for her to make her good. Then we got the ranked rotation. Got some new maps going into the ranked rotation, whatever. And then they added Dawnforge. Other changes, they actually changed lobby timers for ranked. Or actually, this isn't even ranked. This is the, actually it is ranked. the base lobby timer, and then ranked lobby timers. 40 to 30 seconds for your average lobbies. And then for ranked lobbies, they gave us 5 less seconds. And then they increased the bonus time, so I don't know. They gave us an extra 20 seconds, but then they reduced the base time by 5 seconds, so... I mean, we're still getting, like, an extra 15 seconds, so I don't know what that really does. It might have been different in the PTS, too. I'm not sure if they changed those numbers, but I think they had something like that in the PTS as well. They removed the ability for players to have a private profile. That's really stupid. I don't know why they did that. Skins are added to the direct purchase. Those of you guys that want all these skins, I'm not going to go through every single one, but those of you guys that like these, want to buy some skins. A lot of these are old Battle Pass skins, or like really like super old skins, like 3-4 year old skins. I would not buy them at all. Bug fixes. Fixed issues related to crashing in Payload on low memory machines. Come on now, bro. Come on, Hi-Rez. You don't have to say low memory machines. Just say, we tried to fix some crashing problems for the Switch players. Come on now. You guys don't have to be like that with us. Just go right out and say it. You don't have to say low memory machines. What other people were crashing in Payload? I know some of the other console people were crashing, but like us Switch players wouldn't even had Payload up until now. And hopefully they fixed some of the crashing, because I don't know any other the consoles that are actually being referred to as low memory machines. I never had any of the other consoles or heard them refer to any of the other consoles by that, apart from the Switch players. If you're gonna fix something for the Switch, just say Switch players. Don't say low memory machines. Come on now. We'll find out if it crashes or not, because I'll be playing it on stream, and I'm probably going to record some videos later. We'll see how it goes. I might actually throw up some videos starting tomorrow morning and stuff. If I have some spare time later to record, play some Payload off stream for you guys. We'll see how it goes. I don't know, I kind of want to test it, just see how it is. Fix an issue where Pip was not benefiting from Catalyst. Huge bug being fixed. Huge bug, finally fixed. Fixed an issue where Crystal buy screen was not showing, whatever. Fixed an issue related to crashes on Ascension Peak. Was that for the Switch players? I highly doubt it. Fixed an issue where some references to bounty store coins, blah blah blah, whatever. Garbage, doesn't pertain to anything. Known issues, whatever. I don't know. What I'm really wondering here is, did they actually optimize the game for the Switch? Did they fix some of the Switch crashing and texture issues? I don't see anything here apart from maybe this possibility of fixing some of the crashing problems for Payload, now that's brought to the Switch. But apart from that, hopefully they at least try it, and hopefully we got some optimization and actually like fix that type of stuff for the Switch players, because if not, it's still going to be a huge L, especially for the Switch players. Even with Payload being added, the main issue with the game is the playability. You gotta fix the game for the Switch players. And same with all the other people. I know the other people as well, like the game isn't great on other consoles as well, but like for the Switch players, like we got by far have it the worst out of everybody. So you guys gotta cut us some slack. But we got Payload on the Switch. I don't know if their entire plan was eventually to bring Payload to the Switch, because they sure said that it was not going to be coming to the Switch at all. When the Season 6 update dropped, we had the community manager and everybody saying that the Nintendo Switch players were probably never going to get Payload. So I don't know if that was because of me making like a bunch of rant videos and like bitching and complaining about the Switch players not having this Payload, or they were eventually going to bring Payload to the Switch anyways, but it was just being delayed so they can fix some of the stuff. And if that was the case, why didn't they just say that? Why did they say that the Nintendo Switch players are probably never going to be getting Payload to begin with? If that was the case, why didn't they just say that to begin with? That nobody would have been mad at that then. I really think like I'm one of the main reasons. Like, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I think I'm legit one of the reasons why we actually have Switch on, or Payload for the Switch. I really am, because I don't know anybody else that was lobbying for the Switch players to get Payload. I don't know anybody that was making videos or like legit going out of their way, like tagging the devs. Like I responded to like some of the community manager stuff, asking him if we were going to be getting Payload and that type of thing. I don't know anybody else that was a Switch player that was actually doing that. Maybe there's some people that were, but like they don't have like an audience or like a viewer base or whatever to actually like have any type of say. I don't know if I actually did anything though, but I don't know. I'm gonna go out of my way and say at least making some videos and bitching and complaining at least got us somewhere. I don't know if I'm the sole responsibility for it, but hopefully I at least had some say in it, and hopefully somebody saw my shit. And one of the reasons why we actually got Payload on the Switch. Whether it runs well or if it's actually playable on the Switch, I don't know yet. I haven't played it, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'll be live either later tonight when you guys are seeing this video, or probably more than likely tomorrow night, Thursday night, probably around about like 10 EST. So if you guys are see me live tomorrow night, feel free to drop by. We'll be playing Payload and checking out everything out on stream. And then later, probably later tonight, if I have some spare time, I'll probably record a couple games for you guys and get those uploaded. I don't think I have enough time to stream later tonight, but we'll see how it goes. If you guys enjoyed this, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. And I got a bunch of other stuff on the way as well. We got some Splatoon 3 stuff on the way. We got some Apex Legends stuff on the way, hopefully, whenever I get time to actually, like, start getting the shit put together. I have shit recorded for it, but I just don't have time to really do anything up until now, so. Apart from that, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody.